Welcome back, everybody. Matt the Man here. Hope you know well. So there's a rumor going around right now. Just a rumor. Just a rumor. Take it as you will. Take it as you like. That Marvel slash Sony is looking at bringing back Sam Raimi to direct Tom Holland's Spider-Man 4. Now, obviously, there's some odd things going on with that. Yeah, Sam Raimi, yeah, the best director that's given us Spider-Man so far. With Spider-Man 1, Spider-Man 2, and whether you like Spider-Man 3, Tobey Maguire Spider-Man 3, that's up to you. I don't think it's horrible. It's obviously the weakness in the Tobey Maguire Spider-Man films. But once again, he also gave us the best Spider-Man movie in Spider-Man 2, which will be its 20th anniversary this summer. And obviously you can't deny the first Spider-Man movie. That to me is still one of the best origin films. But once again, this is not for Tobey Maguire Spider-Man 4 that we almost got back in 2011. This is for Tom Holland, the new Peter Parker Spider-Man that we've been following since Civil War. On one hand, I think this would be great. He obviously knows Spider-Man. He's done 3 of them so far. And he hasn't done a Spider-Man movie since 2007. So it's not like, oh, he's been doing Spider-Man over and over and over. No, it's been, 17 years? Since the last Spider-Man movie he did, with Spider-Man 3, with Tobey Maguire, Kirsten Dunst, James Franco, Thomas Hayden Church, and Topher Grace. But then on the other hand, you're like, wait a minute, this is from Tom Holland? Don't you mean Tobey Maguire? No, we mean Tom Holland. But there is a caveat to that. If they're looking at bringing in Sam Raimi to direct Spider-Man 4, number one, at the end of Spider-Man No Way Home, Peter Parker has kind of like a clean slate. Nobody knows him. He's living in New York now. He has his own apartment. He's going to be going to college. Like I said, very much on the reminiscence of what we saw in Spider-Man 2. Once again, the best Spider-Man movie that has ever been made. I also pitched my own Spider-Man 4 with Tom Holland a couple months ago, and I'll put that at the end of this video if you want to watch it. So on one hand, who's the best Spider-Man director? Sam Raimi. Bringing him here to have his own new clean slate without Tom Holland's Peter Parker in college. If he brings in J.K. Simmons or J. Jonah Jameson again, that could be great. And hey, like in my pitch, if there's ever a way to bring back Tobey Maguire, bringing in Sam Raimi to direct Tom Holland's Spider-Man 4 would be a perfect way to get Tobey Maguire to return. And also, don't forget, Sam Raimi directed Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness just 2 years ago, in 2022. So he's already worked with Marvel on that movie, and he's already done 3 Spider-Man movies for Sony. So it's kind of like a win-win on that note. There's also a little rumor out there that Sony, since they're already in the business of Sydney Sweeney, that's a good business to be in, between Anyone But You and Madam Web, that they might be looking at to bring back Sydney Sweeney not as Spider-Woman, but as Felicia Hardy Black Cat in Spider-Man 4. Now, the gods have spoken. The gods heard, saw my podcast a couple of years ago when I said they need to bring in Felicia Hardy. We have never seen her in live action before in any Tobey Maguire, Andrew Garfield, Tom Holland Spider-Man film. Enough of MJ. We've seen enough of MJ. Let's bring in, and we've seen enough of Gwen Stacy. We have never seen Felicia Hardy on the big screen. They almost had her in Sam Raimi's original Spider-Man 4 that was going to have Anne Hathaway as Felicia Hardy, Black Cat, but that film never got made. Now to bring in Felicia Hardy, and you're going to say, we are going to bring in Sydney Sweeney, who was on my #1 list to play Black Cat before she got announced in Madam Web as Spider-Woman. I thought, oh, there we go. There's your best chance of Black Cat. Sydney Sweeney is the embodiment of Black Cat, the character. She's very pretty, smoking hot, and she has the body figure of Black Cat. Someone that Peter Parker would never have a chance at getting. Boom. And now Sony said, well, that Madam Web movie is in another universe. And since that movie bombed so bad and was horrible, we're just going to say that's in another universe, that was never in Tom Holland's universe. So we can bring in Sydney Sweeney and put her in this universe as Black Cat. Completely different character. Yes, it's still in the Spider-Man universe, was in a different Spider-Man universe. And we've seen Halle Berry play Catwoman and Storm at the same time. I just did a podcast on The Punisher with Rebecca Romijn in The Punisher and in X-Men at the same time. We've seen Chris Evans jump from Johnny Storm to Captain America. So, yes, this is still in the same universe. It's a completely different character altogether, and is in a completely different Spider-Man universe than the one with Madam Web. So right now, most of these rumors are rumors right now, even though I think Sam Raimi would be an excellent choice. He had a certain look and style and visual flair that we haven't gotten in the Tom Holland Spider-Man movies. And Sam Raimi can also make it a little dark at times, his own unique way, like he brought those original Spider-Man movies with Tobey Maguire. They were visually interesting and unique. Plus he brought his unique humor to the movies, sometimes even some of his horror background, like in the scene, whether it's the Green Goblin in Spider-Man 1, whether it's Doc Ock in the hospital in Spider-Man 2. He can bring something to that, a little edge to Black Cat. That would be great. That juxtaposition of Spider-Man and Black Cat. And like I said, Sydney Sweeney, that would be a major redemption for her from Madam Web. She's a pretty good actress. I think she's still getting there, but she definitely has the look. Unlike that one producer, she's not pretty enough. She's not pretty. Excuse me. She's one of the hottest women in Hollywood. Really? You wish you looked like that in your 20s. Anyway, this would help be a redemption for her from Madam Web, since they really didn't use her properly. Number 2, she knows that the Tom Holland movies are good, and bringing a director like Sam Raimi in, who's done, like I said, one of the best Spider-Man movies in Spider-Man 2, and the first Spider-Man movie is definitely a close second in my opinion, would be a great idea. And like I said, she was born to play Black Cat. From the comic books to live action, Sydney Sweeney. Well, let me know in the comments below, what do you think about this? Would you want Sam Raimi to return to the Spider-Man universe and make Spider-Man 4? Maybe he will bring in some of his ideas from his original Spider-Man 4 with Tobey Maguire. Maybe we'll see Tobey Maguire show up with Sam Raimi. Maybe, and like I said, what do you think about Sydney Sweeney possibly returning, but this time as Black Cat, aka Felicia Hardy? Let me know in the comments below. Matt the Mad here. Hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, leave a comment.